we're gonna dart him hopefully in the shoulder or the hip. He'll go down most likely in like 5 to 7 minutes. Once he's at an adequate plane of anesthesia, we will intubate him, and then we'll move him close to the barn via the glide. And then we'll take some radiographs of that injury, of that leg, just so that will give us a better position, give us an idea of the surgical approach. But most likely we're going to approach laterally. Once we feel good about the radiographs, we'll move him into the barn. We will put down a sterile drape initially just to get some of the dirt. We have also some padding that we can put, some foam mats that we can put on there as well. And then this is everyone, this is Dr. Alley. Dr. Alley's team will surgically prepare that leg, and so he's going to clip, clean, and then they're going to gown up, and then they're going to perform the surgery. Basically, we're going to stick a needle on the other aspect of the joint to infuse the joint a little bit for the surgery to get a better idea. We're going to go in, we're going to find the bone fragment, remove it. We have radiosurgery to help with hemostasis, and then once the chip is removed, bone chip is removed, we're going to flush out that joint really, really well, and then suture it closed. Before closing it all the way, we're going to add our the hydrogel and the stem cells, and then we're going to do a multi-layer closure just so that we don't have an infection, or hopefully try to prevent an infection. 1, 2, 3.
On the x-ray in the back of the hock, we could see that there was a big fragment, a giant fragment of bone, and it had come off of one of the ligaments, so there's like the collateral ligaments of the joint. So what happened, it pulled off the bone and was still attached to that ligament, and was sitting in the back of the joint, kind of just vibrating and rattling around. So on that, we made that incision right over the fragment, and that was the hardest part, was kind of actually getting the fragment loose, because it was attached to capsule and ligaments and scar and all that stuff. But then once we got it loose, we just basically pulled that fragment out, which I think you might have seen that part. I guess it was probably like 1.5 inches, maybe 3/4 inch. It was a big chunk of bone. And then after that, it was just trying to close it up, seal the joint capsule, seal the fibrous layer above that, seal the subcutaneous space, seal the skin, and then we put the bandage on top. And then the thing that we were injecting on the front of the joint, because it all kind of communicates front to back, was this gel, like that. You saw those those syringes that we injected. That gel is, it will lubricate the joint over the next 2 to 4 years, kind of keep the joint moving a little bit, and then we put stem cells in too to kind of like help regenerate some of that ligamentous injury. So and it all went perfectly, like it was absolutely perfect, and the recovery was amazing, because that was probably the most stress I had, was like in pulling the incision apart. But
we're probably going to roll him up on his side.
What the heck? So, you guys could not look.
Yes. I can do that.
Is his mom and his dad 5 and 36. Look for heart 7.
You see the towel actually.
The other one fell out.
All right, we're working.